Ever since I started getting interested in this entire car game, it has always been my dream to one day own a Mark IV Toyota Supra and wrench away on it and turn it into my very own thing. And here it is. Now, when I got this car a few months ago, this was actually a perfectly stock Supra in a very, very good condition. But it was also the cheapest Supra on the entire German internet at that time. So I knew there was a bit of work coming my way to get this car to absolute 100%. I started by giving it a thorough service alongside a quick check over before moving on to all of the visual stuff. From the beginning, it was my goal to turn this not into a replica, but more like into my very own version of how a Fast and Furious Supra could look like in the year 2025, so the next logical step was to go for an appropriate body kit. I got most of it secondhand, so it's inevitable to get all of the parts painted to match the body color eventually. So today we're gonna fix a couple of things about this beauty right here. There's a bunch of body work we will need to take care of before we can paint this entire thing. And also we're gonna have to prepare the car for what's coming in the next video, because that's gonna be huge and it's gonna look so good. So make sure to hit that subscribe button right now to stay up to date on this build. So let's start ripping this thing apart and getting it ready for paint. The front bumper has a whole bunch of imperfections on the surface, so to fix all of them and to properly restore this Bomex front, I'm taking it back off the car. This metal mesh definitely needs to go, as it just doesn't fit the bumper in my opinion, and thankfully it wasn't installed properly from the previous owner, which made my job of removing it a whole lot easier. Now I really hope I've added enough hardener to the resin, because yeah, believe it or not, this is actually the first time I've ever done like resin work in general and fiberglass work. So I'm very curious on how that's gonna turn out. I mean, it doesn't really have that complicated of a job, I guess. It's just there to basically create a little bit of a back plate for the flexible body filler that I'm gonna put on top to fill up the actual hole. So I think for that, one layer of fiberglass and a little bit of epoxy resin should do the trick. Just gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna go over the entire front bumper with body filler, fill in all of the little imperfections, all of the cracks, all of the chunks that are missing in the front bumper, and then this thing is basically already almost ready for paint, I guess. Before filling all of these scuffs with some body filler, I'm first degreasing everything to make the Bondo adhere properly. Then I can mix up a batch of very fine Bondo. I think you can tell just how messed up this bumper was just judging by all of the Bondo I had to use to fill all of the little cracks and voids that were within this bumper. But also, if you're wondering why I still left these holes open, that's mainly because I really wanted the resin to fully cure before I put any Bondo or any body filler on top of there, because I'm suspecting that if I put it on there right now and then the resin starts to harden properly, it will probably contract a little bit, making the Bondo develop some cracks, so I really don't want to risk that. So I'm gonna let it dry for at least 24 hours and then come back and do the sanding on those PDC holes. And if you think this was tedious, then just wait for the sanding part. That's gonna be insane and gonna take me probably a few hours. But hey, what don't you do for your dream car, I guess. So, well, I'd say let's get to sanding. And would you look at that, guys, that is a fully sanded bumper. Granted, I will still need to go over all of these spots that I couldn't get in with the sanding machine and sand it by hand. But apart from that, I think this thing looks great. I'm gonna hit it with some filler now to check if there are any uneven spots. I think it's gonna turn out insane once all of the body parts are actually a uniform color. We can now take care of these. These are the rear spats. These are Bomex rear spats. These are very true to the movie. These are actually the same exact ones that Brian is rocking in the movie. But of course, they are made from fiberglass. So I'm expecting a lot of cutting, a lot of adjusting around and heating it up, pressing it into shape, and yeah, let's just hope they even fit. Let's test fit them, I guess. Would you look at that? I think that turned out insane. Like, these rear spats completely transformed the rear end, especially if you look at them from this angle. This just makes the entire rear end so aggressive, especially with the carbon fiber TRD wing. I cannot wait to see the outcome once they are actually painted. There's still a bunch of adjustments I need to do, but for now they are on and they actually fit very, very nicely. So you can actually already see a good before and after. This is what it looked like before. No cracked paint yet, no distortion in the fender line. Oh yeah, and there's actually one more thing I really need your help with, and that will be the actual overall design of the Supra, because as I said in the beginning, I really want to turn the Supra into my very own Fast and Furious Supra, but at the same time I know that these Fast and Furious replica cars have been done to death on YouTube already. So I'm really trying to stay true to myself while turning the Supra into something interesting for you guys. That's where I need your help. I got a bunch of different color combos lined up. I asked ChatGPT to convert the original color combo orange and green into a few different color combos. So I'm gonna leave everything at the screen right now so you can vote in the comments below which color I should wrap the Supra in. Because after all, you know, this is not only my car, this is also a car that you should find interesting and cool to look at. So I'm really curious about what you're gonna say about the different color combos. I'm not gonna leave them at the screen right here once again, so you can vote in the comments down below. And maybe, just maybe, the color combo you voted for is gonna translate onto the real deal. And the biggest part, but thankfully the easiest part we still need to take care of, would be this lovely TRD replica hood, which is also made from fiberglass. And yeah, this lovely hood has sadly already acquired some damage, probably from being stored at the previous owner's place. So there are some things and some scuffs we need to take care of before painting. This edge right here also broke off sadly, but nothing we cannot take care of. So let's go. And just like that, there we have it, our fully treated hood. Well, treated in the sense of at least kind of repaired with body filler. There have been definitely some deeper scratches in the front on the left and on the right side, but I've put some body filler over it and I'm gonna sand everything down very nice and smooth to again get everything ready for paint. And fun fact, we're actually gonna paint this by ourselves. I'm not gonna bring this to a body shop and let them take care of it. I'm at least gonna try to paint everything by myself. I also went over the front bumper with some filler just to check and see where I still need to go over with some sandpaper. Now for the side skirts, I kinda need your advice, I guess. Because previously I managed to pick up a pair of veil side skirts and these look pretty cool, but sadly not on this car in combination with the Bomax front bumper. So I've decided to scrap the idea of putting veil side skirts on the car and picked up a second set of side skirts, which look equally as bad, if not worse, on the car. So this is where you come in. If you know any cool side skirts for the Supra and have any suggestions on what I should put on the car, then please let me know in the comments below, because I'm actually completely lost right now and I don't know which side skirts to put on anymore, because at this point I have like 2 pairs of side skirts just laying around and none of them fit this aggressive front bumper, nor these very aggressive rear spats. That is a whole lot of progress for one day. Let me know what you think about these. I think these actually fit the car so well and make the overall design of this thing so much more aggressive, especially in combination with the TRD wing. It's just insane. I cannot wait for them to be finally painted. And just like that, I'd say I'm gonna wrap it up for today and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like if you liked the video. And also, please don't forget to vote for the color combo you think would look great on the Supra in the comments below, of course. See ya.